Okay, welcome to lesson 2 of Photoshop for web developers. My name is Neil Pearce, and in this lesson we're going to focus on the importance of using guidelines. We're going to look at how we can download and install the 960 grid system, and then we're going to look at how we can drag out our own guides as well without having to rely on a 960 grid system, because it's not everybody's cup of tea. Now, as you can see, we've got our final design open and we do have the 960 grid system active. I'll just make that a bit bigger. Okay, now 960 grid system, it has been around for quite a while now. It really shouldn't be ignored because it is a great way of streamlining your workflow, and it provides commonly used dimensions that is based around getting all your site elements within a 960 pixel wide container. Now the 960 grid system then allows us to divide this container into 12, 16 or 24 equally sized columns. As you see, the red is where our columns are, and they are 40 pixels wide, and each column has a 10 pixel margin left and right, so we have a 20 pixel wide gutter in between each column. Now you can hide each column by using the eye icon in the layers palette, or you can hide the guidelines by Control H on your keyboard. Whatever's easier. I like to have the columns off. And what we do now, we'll quickly install and set up our 960 grid system. If we open up our browser, and in our browser we'll type in 960.gs and then bring up the 960 grid system website, and all you need to do then is to click the big old download button. So click that and then unzip your folder. The folder will be called Nathan Smith 960 grid system. Open it up, go down to templates, open that up, then go down to Photoshop and open that up, and you see our 12, 16, 24 column grids. We're using 16 columns, so if you open that, double click that, bring it up into Photoshop. Now as you can see straight away, the canvas size is exactly what we want. We want it 1200 wide and I think 2100 high. At the moment it's 1020 square. So if we go to, we can change this by going up to image, down to canvas size, and the width 1200 and the height 2100. Okay, now we need our columns stretched top and bottom, so we can do that by unlocking the column grid layer by clicking and dragging the lock icon down to the bin. Make sure that's still active, and then Control T on your keyboard and hold down the Alt key and then drag up. Okay, and that should cover both top and bottom. Okay, and then increase that to 100%, and there you're ready to start. Okay, so obviously, like I said, there is another way of making a 960 working area on a 1200 wide canvas. We can do it simply like this. Go to new, well, keep it like that, doesn't matter. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is have a guideline on the left and a guideline on the right, and then have 960 in the middle. There's a couple of ways you can do this, but the easiest way I've found is if you just go to view, down to new guide, have the orientation set to vertical and type in 120. Then do that again, go to view, down to new guide and vertical, and make sure it's 1080. Yes, 1080. Okay, so in the middle there, make sure with the rectangle marquee tool selected, we can drag out selection, and that should be 960. Yep. Give or take one. There we go. 960. Well, that was. So that's an easier way. If you don't like all those grids coming down and coming across, because you will have a few going across eventually, like I have there. Got that one going across to make sure the design and develop buttons are nice and aligned. Okay, as you can see, the 960 grid system is a good way of starting any design project. Sensible way, put it that way. A lot of the responsive design techniques are based on the 960 grid system. I think Skeleton framework. So it's a great way to start any project, and yeah, I hope you learnt from this, and we'll see you in the next lesson.